Well, Israel's Prime Minister has vowed to dismantle and demolish Hamas ahead of an expected coordinated assault by ground, sea and air. Joining us live now is the Israel's Defence Force International Spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus. Good to talk to you again, Jonathan. So bring me up to speed with plans for this potential ground invasion, this inevitable ground invasion. Where are you at?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. We are at advanced stages of preparation for continued military operations, looking at the situation inside Gaza, assessing Hamas and its military capabilities, assessing humanitarian, and preparing our troops for enhanced operations.
What are its military capabilities as things stand?
What are whose military capabilities?
Hamas's. You just mentioned you were still looking at Hamas's military capabilities at the moment. What do they have that you are most concerned about?
Oh, they unfortunately have quite a significant arsenal of weapons. The most important thing is that they have had time and the ability and resources, by the way, provided by Iran, to prepare the battlefield. And they have a very elaborate network of tunnels that we know that they are going to use in fighting against us. They have anti-tank missiles, they have IEDs and explosives, they have rockets and mortars, they have UAVs, and they have quite a sizable amount of, shall we call them fighters or combatants? I would call them terrorists, but quite a sizable amount of combatants that we will have to deal with and flush out from their hidings and then kill them above ground. So it is a kind of a mix or a hybrid between a terrorist organization and a proper military with significant military capabilities in a very challenging urban environment.
Is it part of your plan to capture and occupy Gaza City?
Our plan is to dismantle Hamas and its military capabilities. How that will be done, we'll see, but that is the aim. And the war will end with the full and unconditional surrender of Hamas, with Yahya Sinwar, its leader, dead, and all of his henchmen dead, and Hamas with no military capabilities. That is the aim, and that is what we're going to achieve.
So you have tried this before, though, Jonathan, in previous conflicts and wars gone by, but they're simply able to regroup and gather again and launch further attacks, which is where we are now. So how do you destroy completely this time?
You're half right. We've never done this before. There have been significant military operations inside Gaza, but the aim was never to dismantle Hamas. It was far more confined than that in the previous rounds. And it's also important to understand for people around the world who are now, waking up to a week of war in Israel, between Israel and Hamas, this isn't another round. This is a different situation altogether. We are at war. Our directives are different. The use of force will be different, and the end state will be different.
Okay. Just to the north of the border, things have heated up with Hezbollah on the Lebanese border. Jonathan, can you bring us up to speed with what's going on there?
Yes, it's important to understand that it's all part of a bigger picture. The Iranian state-sponsored terrorist organizations, Hezbollah is the crown jewel in that wretched kingdom of terrorist organizations. And what Hezbollah is doing is signaling by using anti-tank missiles, drones, rockets, etc., towards Israel that they're there and they are thinking about joining the fighting. We understand that. We understand the tensions in the Iranian camp. We also understand the threats made by the Iranian foreign minister, saying that if we go into Gaza, Iran will intervene. I understand his concerns because he understands that we are going to dismantle a significant asset that they spent billions of dollars equipping and funding. So we're assessing that situation. We are deployed in the north. We are vigilant and responding to each and every act of aggression by Hezbollah.
Can you take on a second front, Jonathan, to the north if it comes to it?
Yes, we can.
Okay. But Hezbollah, much more powerful than Hamas, though, right?
Definitely. You're spot on. They are much more powerful, both in terms of the amount of rockets. We're talking about 130,000 rockets hidden behind Lebanese civilians, hidden within communities, houses, near schools, mosques, and hospitals. We're talking about many more operatives, well-trained and well-equipped, better than Hamas. We're talking about advanced weaponry, precision-guided missiles, which is something that no other non-state actor has. Hezbollah is the only one, unfortunately, that has been equipped with that by Iran. So yes, a different and more and a larger threat, but a threat that we are capable of dealing with unequivocally.
Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Conricus, thanks for your time again. We'll talk to you soon.